So how is this summit playing out in Armenia? You said that there are some people that
Oh,
aren't happy about this,
lots
and
of Armenians are furious.
and
They're
it, so is Prime Minister Pashinyan losing strength or gaining
No, I
strength?
mean the thing is, Pashinyan has pursued a very consistent policy. He wants an accord. He's prepared to change the constitution. He has taken a very tough line against the Armenian church, which is opposed to those kinds of things. There are lots of people in the opposition. There are the 100,000 ethnic Armenians from Karabakh who've come in who are not happy about this. This is a nation that has retreated from territories it was once considered its own for a very long time. I mean, the horror of 1919 was something about suddenly the Armenian community and the space on its world map was contracted enormously. So, if you think of yourself that we're in retreat, and your own prime minister suggests we'll throw that out of the constitution, and that's what Pashinyan has certainly appeared to say he's prepared to do. You're going to have people who are going to be angry. Now, anger can lead to demonstrations. The question is, can that anger lead to political changes? I think we have to be open to the possibility that either overtly or covertly, such protests would be supported by Russia, and that could create all kinds of problems. Then what? I mean, I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying it can happen, and I would caution everyone to realize that the so-called Trump corridor isn't going to open tomorrow. It's going to be months or even several years, and that's going to provide a time for people who don't want it to open to try to create problems. I would think that given what we've seen, a lot of Armenians are not happy. They don't like the idea of being, further back. And some Armenians have said, and some Russians have echoed this, that this is one more step of the retreat of Armenia to non-existence, and that's pretty strong language. So and therefore they're opposed. Now, I think Prime Minister Pashinyan understands that if is another power in the South Caucasus other than Russia, and that power is prepared to make sure that these things go forward, and that would be the United States, assuming that what we're seeing represents a commitment, a long-term commitment, rather than 99 years is what the rental agreement is supposed to be for. Then what Pashinyan is doing makes absolute sense, but it isn't going to appeal to everyone in Armenia who are going to see this as one more case where area that was clearly ours, uncontested, is now being contested. We've lost places we thought we could hold. Are we setting ourselves up for another place which we believed we could hold? And agreements are agreements, but at some point, countries often violate them. And I think Armenia is, in 2020, when there was the tripartite declaration at the end of the 44-day war, all kinds of people were proclaiming peace in our time. That this was going to solve the situation. I think this is what has just happened is a major advance on that, but I don't think it is creating a new heaven and a new earth, and I think it sets the stage for the possibility of enormous progress, assuming a that the Americans stay actively involved, b that both Armenia and Azerbaijan commit themselves to reaching agreement and making progress, and c that people from the outside, and this is mostly the Iranians and the Russians, are kept from destabilizing the situation. That's all those things are possible. None of those things are absolutely inevitable.